Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, April 24th, 2025, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamp inks, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. Whether it's your first time or you're coming back, thank you very much. I see over here, Chris, good morning. You ended up having to work today, so you're going to have to craft on the replay. Darn. No problem, though. You have a great day as well, Chris. Pam, good morning to you. Melanie, good morning. Liked and shared. Thank you, Melanie. Cindy, good morning. Robin, good morning, sunshine. All right, so good to see some of you here already. It is a rainy day here in Texas. And there's some light thunder right now, and it's not going to be severe. However, sometimes I lose internet when it rains, so let's all hope that doesn't happen. As you come on, please feel free to give a like, a thumbs up, a heart, a share, a comment, all the stuff. Even if you're watching replay, that does help me, so thank you very much. This is my full-time business. So I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator for 23 years now and do it as a full-time business. So watching my video, all your stuff does help me. So thank you guys on that. And good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Lori, Mary, Joe. Good morning. Good to see everybody. And Facebook is working correctly today, I think. So that's good as well. So anyway, yeah, this is my full-time business. I offer events that you can take all over the US. I do these weekly free videos. I offer retreats, cruises, and lots of other stuff. So check it all out. I am going to put this on the screen. Yes, real quick. Later today in YouTube, I will add timestamps to the video, so you'll be able to skip around to the part you want to see. You want to rewatch card 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear about specials, hear about upcoming events, etc. You can skip around once I add those. And then tomorrow I will add a link right up here that will take you to my blog, stamptherapist.com, where you can go check out, again, more info about what I offer. At the top of the blog, there's tabs like events, join my team, whatever. There's a bunch of tabs, but I can't think. Join a club, whatever. And the home tab. And I also post on the blog, stamptherapist.com, about today's cards. So you can go check that out later today as well. Let's see, Linda, Rainy, Mansfield. Yes. Karen, good morning. Dana, good morning from Denton, where it's raining very hard. Eesh. Lori liked and shared. Thank you. Linda, yes, sorry, I said that. Hello, darling, in Hollywood, Florida. Liked and shared. Thank you. Carmen, good morning to you. And Seal, good morning in Pennsylvania. Kylie, good morning. Long time no see, Kylie. Cindy, good morning. Watching the rain move into Grand Prairie. Exactly. Everybody who's in Texas, y'all, is going to be talking about the rain coming in or leaving or something. So, and it's also dark here, like always when it rains, but yeah, it's like dark. So anyway, okay, today the cards I'm going to make are using the Happy Hibiscus Bundle. I'm going to make 4 cards. This is an awesome bundle found in our online store, so you'll get to see all about it today when I start the card making. And this is my craft along. So people had an opportunity to purchase the class packet about, I mailed it Friday. So about a week before Friday, you could start joining, I think. And so a lot of you guys have the class packet. So congratulations and yay. Don't forget, as you're crafting along with me, I might go too fast. I've got all my stamps mounted, everything supposedly here. I did cut my designer paper, which isn't that much, honestly, that you have to cut for the 4 cards. A little packet right here. I'm going to cut yours real quick if you're crafting along while I talk. It's just these pieces here. Of course, measurements in the tutorial I sent you yesterday. And then their class packet looks like this. Of course, they received also some designer paper, some embellishment, and ribbon. But you can still get this class packet if you missed out. Don't worry. All you have to do is place an online order with me this week. It ends on Sunday. If you place an order, well, I'll talk about the details on that later because I don't have all the notes right here. But I have notes to talk about it later. But $35 or more this week is going to get you that class packet mailed to you for free. Don't even charge you for shipping. So hopefully you'll like the cards we make and you will want to get them free as well. And if you did the craft along and you decide I need another class packet, you can place an online order. So there you go. Okay. Finally have sun and 80 degrees in Pennsylvania. Woo, Melanie, warm up there. Carrie's high in Tomahawk, Wisconsin. Catch replay later. No problem. Thanks for checking in. Mary Beth. Ooh, Mary Beth. Good morning. Great to see you. Long time no see as well. And Cindy, good morning in Gatesburg, Illinois. All right. So I'm going to talk about my events a little bit, hopefully, knock on wood, a little bit faster than normal so we can get to the crafting, because I am making 4 cards from beginning to end. And yeah, I think it'll be fine. Like, it's not going to be that long to make those 4 cards, but it's a craft along. So I'm making all 4 and, whatever. By the way, craft alongers, I have these flowers pre-die cut for one of the cards because I found them in my stuff yesterday and I was like, well, let me just put these here. They're already cut. That's for the first card. They're pre-cut. If you want to do that right now, you got the instructions. Now, of course, for craft alongers, a lot of them know they can't be here during the live, or like, I think Chris found out today she couldn't be here. That's fine. This video is recorded, so you can watch the video later and you have your PDF tutorial. It's just fun to have that class packet with you when we make the video. So thank you all again. Gail, good morning. Beautiful day in Michigan. Catching a bit now and the rest later. Ramona, good morning. Hope you're doing okay, Ramona. Thinking of you. Elner, good morning to you. Okay, so events. Let's talk about events. So my events are, switch graphics there. My events are offered to everyone in the United States as far as the packets, and anyone in the world can purchase the tutorials per Stampin' Up policy. The class packets are going to include your paper cut, die cut, punch, and embossed. Unless otherwise stated, you probably need to own the featured bundle dies and die cut those yourself. You'll see just like that. That's the case today. So if you get today's class free, you'll want to have this bundle or substitute other images. You will cut your own designer paper or kit components if they're included with the fee. And of course, you can purchase only the tutorials only during the event registration. So if you're like, oh, I really like that new catalog kickoff that Jennifer's offering for the new catalog and online exclusives, but I'm a demonstrator, I own most of the stuff, blah, blah, whatever your reason, I'll just buy the tutorials only. Now, of course, my team gets those for free. Okay, come up first is my monthly classes and clubs. So first I want to state, I'm changing how I do my monthly card class a little bit. Let me show you last month's card class. This is what the packet looks like. It's very similar to what we're making today in that it's just the cards. There's no product included. You'll see like we have a couple of pearls in there, some twine for 4 cards. I have 2 of these left, by the way. They're $20 or free with an order. Just get with me if you want to know about getting this class for free. These are the cards from last month. So just FYI, I will be changing how I offer this in a good way. But I don't want to go into it right now because it's too long to explain and I still have to work out the details in my registration links and stuff. Anyway, but I will have a card class in May, and my classes in May are May 24th in person. So these 4 classes you can come take in person if you live in Texas, or they will be mailed May 27th, which I think is a Tuesday because the Monday would be Memorial Day. Yeah, 27th. Let's see. I missed a couple. Ramona, thanks for sharing. Stella, greetings to you. Greetings, Stella. Good morning. Okay, so card class will be coming in May. 4 cards, two or 3 stamp sets. You'll get all the details later. Make sure you're on my email newsletter. You can sign up for it right now, up here in Facebook, down here in YouTube. By the way, if everyone will just reach out and give a little like or thumbs up right now, that would help me. I see, I see that I have 2 so far today. So please feel free to give a like or a thumbs up to the video. Thank you very much. Okay, where was I? The classes. I got confused, but let's move on. My next 3 classes I'll do every month are clubs, subscription clubs, or you can take the single class. They are discounted for my club members, so $2 off the regular price for club members. And after 6 consecutive months in any of the clubs, you get a gift from me. You also receive $20 in merch with each packet, PDF tutorial, and occasional monthly gifts if you're a club member. So remember, I was talking about my email newsletter. Remember, you can sign up for a single class anytime, but joining the club is going to give you more perks and benefits, and you can cancel at any time. Of course, during my clubs, when you're a member of clubs, you can add on the bundles at a discount when you register, or you can register for those anyway. Okay, so the clubs, the subscription clubs are Scrapbook, Stamp a Stack, and Wall Art. Wall Art, examples there. Stamp a Stack, 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. Scrapbook, 2 12x12 pages. Here are the ones from last month. I never did show these on a video because I was a bit, or whatever, I didn't get them done in time. These are the ones they made last month, plus they get over $20 in merchandise, PDF tutorial, step-by-step instructions, and all the supplies. We cut everything on these classes. We still cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You stamp and assemble and cut your own designer paper. So that was Scrapbook. You can join the club this whole year. It's an introductory price of only $30 a month. Now, I repeat, you get over $20 in merchandise, so it's basically, I'm giving it to you free. So join that club. Links right now in the video. You can join the club. And then it's very highly discounted. If you want to take it as a single class, it's only $32. Those links will come out at the beginning of May, if not sooner, for those classes. Okay, that's Scrapbook. Next up, I have a graphic for Scrapbook. Let me just show it. So traditional Scrapbook Club is $30 a month, over 20 in merch, 2 12x12 pages, PDF tutorial. Okay, next is, that's not what that is. Sorry. Let me go back and say, join my email newsletter. Why? Because first of all, you'll get emailed about my classes. You'll get an email tomorrow at 9 a.m. that will have links to any classes I'm referring to that you can register for now. And the link is up here in Facebook, down here in YouTube to join my email. And I will email out the 4 cards I'm making today, recipe cards, which will have the measurements and the supply list for you. You can print those or just view them and save them to your device. Okay, so email newsletter. All right, wall art, we're going to use the Thankful Garden bundle. It's a beautiful bundle, which this is a class I'm offering right now with that bundle. So just to give you an idea of how gorgeous it is, it's going to be gorgeous for Thankful Garden wall art, 12x12 framed art. Give it away, decorate your home, decorate your craft room, etc. That's going to be the wall art class for May. And by the way, for this month, I have a couple of packets left if you want them for the wall art. 12x12, beautiful butterflies. These are the ones for April. This is what the packet looks like. As you can see, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss what we can for you. You will stamp and assemble with the beautiful butterflies bundle. It's $37. And I don't have the actual the sample here to show you today. It's with someone who checked out the supplies to stamp at home. But it's gorgeous, and I'll show you later. So I have 2 or 3 of those available. And then my Stamp a Stack for last month was these cards, 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. I have 1 packet of this left for $37. 1 packet left, $37. It looks like this. Look, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss. Everything's in here, packaged up by card, PDF tutorial. you cut your own designer paper, etc. I have one of those left. Okay. Got it all organized over here today. Angelique, good morning. Sharing before you head out. Thank you, Chris. Corinne shared. Thank you. Ooh, 7. I have 7 likes now, so thank y'all very much. Linda in Idaho, Thursday fixing breakfast. Enjoy it as you watch. You'll enjoy breakfast as you watch. Very good, Linda. Are you going to stamp later? Ooh, Mary, you finally see me in Ontario, Canada. I don't know how to say Canada. Ontario, Canada. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mary. Good to see you. Everybody say hi to Mary. Terry, good morning to you as well. Okay, so I'm talking too much about these classes, but though I didn't write down. Did I? Yes. I'm sorry. Stamp a Stack for next month is going to be the Grow with Love bundle. Believe it or not, the cards are actually designed. There's just a hot mess over here to my right where I finished designing them yesterday, and everything's all spread out, and I'm not going to sneak peek them yet, but I'm probably going to be making them on my video soon. So you can join the club or right now or wait for the registration link for the classes. Okay, next up, annual catalog celebration. And I should say plus online exclusives. So this is, yes, I guess my graphics are out of order. Anyway, this is an event in person and to go. It is happening on May 31st in person. That is not Memorial Day weekend, so you can come attend in person. If you take it to go, you can watch some demonstrations and see pictures in the private Facebook group for the event. We will feature, it's 4 suites of products, but I show 5 bundles because one of the suites has 2 bundles in it. You'll make 8 cards. And 8 different cards, I should say. You'll receive some product with your goodie bag. You'll get to see 4 stamping demonstrations, 2 display stampers samples. So again, if you take it to go, you'll see photos of those, and have an entry into the door prize drawing, which is usually about a $60 value of a prize. If you're in person, it will include lunch. If you take it to go, it will include shipping. So it's totally worth it. And again, Saturday, May 31st in person, or it'll be mailed the Monday after. Of course, PDF tutorials included. Here are what we're using. Sweet Jar Bundle, Impressions of Bloom Bundle, Pretty Florals Bundle, Sweet Blooms Bundle, and Coneflower Celebrations Bundle. So that is the annual catalog celebration. You can register for that right now. The email will go out also. The one that goes out at 9 a.m. tomorrow will have the link in there. Okay, next up, I'm going to remind you about Stampin' Up's virtual album retreat. Not going to go into a lot of details about this at this moment due to time, but I talked about it in more detail last week, and I will in the future. But long story short, you're going to get to make an awesome 24-page, I think, am I doing the math right? It's 12 2-page layouts. 12 2-page layouts going through the months of the year. You're going to get a ton of product. Each double page layout is in its own baggie, and you get 2 stamp sets, embellishment, twine, designer papers. It's going to cost $250. It will include 3 days of videos, at least 8 hours a day in a private Facebook group run by Stampin' Up. It's going to be amazing. If you're a demonstrator, you get your discount on that $250 and earn $25 in product credits. If you're a customer, you earn $25 in product credits. So girl math, it's basically $225 for all that. Page protectors, flip flaps. We got to see a sneak peek over in the leaders group of Stampin' Up. And one of these pages, they just showed us one, I think. And it was like an explosion box of a scrapbook page with flip flaps and things opening here and there. And that was just one they showed us. So you're going to want to sign up for that. Let me put the thing back up real quick. Hey, Angela in Idaho finally made it to the beginning of a live. I love it. Lots of people making it to the beginning today. What did I want to tell you? When you can register. May 28th is when we can start registering for that. So start saving those pennies. May 28th. And then the videos will be recorded so you can watch it later. Okay, 2 bonus classes. So I just sent out an email this morning of these 2 bonus classes I'm offering. They have literally very limited supplies. I'm not cutting any more. So what I have cut is what is for sale. The Thankful Garden class is 4 cards, which I'll show you right here. I think I showed them earlier for a different reason. And the Everyday You and Me class is 4 cards. Both of these have been offered in the past in different ways, and they both include over $20 in merchandise, PDF tutorial, and 4 projects. I literally have 1 Everyday You and Me class, 1. Okay. And that one, everything you need is punched or die cut except the featured bundle, which is stamp the flowers and cut them out. And then the other one is the Thankful Garden class. It's these 4 cards right here. They're gorgeous. Thankful Garden is a beautiful, beautiful suite of products in our online store. You're going to make 1 of each PDF tutorial. It's going to include the designer paper, which you'll cut. But on this one, when we cut it, we cut and die cut everything possible. So you still need the bundle if you want to make the samples as we've done, but you won't have to do as much work. You'll stamp and die cut out the stamped images basically. So that one, I have 9 available. 9. And then I don't know if I put, yeah, I don't think I put the deadlines, but they're in the email that went out this morning. So just join my email newsletter. Thank you, Angelique. I do have a filter on, but it's the same filter I always have. Let me show y'all. No filter. Filter. FYI, I don't want to be putting out false things, but I did watch like a video recently about doing my eyeshadow different, so I did try that. So thank you, Angelique. But you know, filters help. I have also 50 lights pointing at me, so all that stuff helps. Okay, those bonus classes, register ASAP. Did I put dates on here or not? Yeah, so I can't think. Oh, I did. Thank goodness. Register by April 29th, and they'll be mailed by May 5th. April 29th is coming up like Tuesday. Okay, so register by Tuesday for those 2 classes, or while supplies last. Okay, VIP catalog kickoff. Oh, yes. So my team and Genevieve Coe's team from Canada, looking for the graphic, we are doing our annual catalog kickoff VIP event on Facebook. This is free to anyone who's ordered from me in the last year, everyone on my team, and anyone who is in my clubs. So this event, I will send you an invite if you qualify to join the Facebook group. And then we're going to have 2 days of videos. I believe it's 12 videos featuring different products from the new annual catalog and online exclusives. It will happen on May 5th and 6th. The videos will be recorded. You'll have about 2 weeks to watch them before we close the group down. And again, did I mention it's free? So make sure you have ordered from me in the last year. If you're not a part of my clubs, if you a current club member, or if you haven't placed an order like directly with me or gone to my online store and placed an order in the last 12 months, all you have to do is do it. Simple. jennifers.stampinup.net, or go to my blog and click shop now and do an order. You'll get invited. If you think you should have received an invite when I say I've sent them out, which I haven't yet, let me know, because I can make mistakes, or emails can go to spam and all that stuff. Okay, coming soon, real quick. Coming soon is, thanks for sharing, Cindy. Good morning. Bring a friend Zoom bingo on June 26th. So info will come out about like registration by next month. And yes, I'm still doing annual catalog and online exclusive shares. Have I had time to price it yet? No, I'm doing it with Alejandra. She's been busy as well, but we are doing it. So just wait and register for ours. We will give you, we will give you 12-inch long by 6 samplings of every single designer paper that's coming out in the new annual catalog and online exclusives, unless it's 6x6 paper, of course. We will, so it's a great share. Also samplings of every new ribbon. This cat. And come on. What am I trying to say? Oh, we offer a party with this. So the details will be in the link that I send out, like in the email, I should say, and or posts and all the stuff. But she thinks I'm talking to her, I think. But, oh, excuse me. The party will include make and takes with the new papers and a Facebook party with me and Alejandra, where we demonstrate every card individually on this Facebook, and we do bonus videos. So you're going to want to join the party as well. It's just a little bit extra. I don't want to say an amount because I don't know if we're going to need to change it. But anyway, it's not that much extra. Okay, so that's coming soon. And don't forget, you can sign up for my crafting cruise right now. January 2026 out of Galveston, Texas on Harmony of the Seas. Do you like to craft? Yes. Do you like to go on fun vacations that are actually cheap because all the food is included and your hotel room is included and 3 different vacation locations are included plus the ship? Check. You want to do the crafting cruise, and then you want to invite, oh, she made me mess up my camera positioning. You want to invite everybody you can to go with you and take advantage of our group rate. So yes, do the crafting cruise. You can sign up now and get all the info in my emails. If you have questions on anything I've talked about, yay, Lori. If you have questions about anything I've talked about, let me know. Email, text. Oh, don't mess up my flowers, girl. Message me, all the stuff. Okay, so that's it for events. I still talked long. Who's surprised? Nobody. Okay, next up is specials and offers and things. So just a quick reminder, join my email newsletter to receive the recipe cards for today's projects. They will be emailed directly to you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. Next, actually, I'm going to talk about that, but first, please, Brittany, let me talk about free shipping. Has anyone heard about this? Free shipping please stop. She keeps rubbing on my camera that's pointing down, so it's going to be wonky. Free shipping on any order of $75 or more today and tomorrow. It ends tomorrow, midnight Mountain Time. So everything's Mountain Time with Stampin' Up. So if you're ever wondering about a deadline, it's Mountain Time, or whatever time they say, it's Mountain Time. So do your conversions. $75 or more, free shipping. Do demonstrators get this? Yes, of course. Do we get our discount on top of that? Yes. And do we earn product credits? Yes. So don't forget, everybody, let me put this on the screen real quick. Free shipping, free shipping. Don't forget, $75 or more. And then everybody earns rewards now. Every time you place an order that's $20 or more, you get rewards. Therefore, with $75, you get at least $7.50 in credits put into your account for you to spend at any time you want in the future. You can save them up. You can spend a couple here, literally 5, 10 here, whatever you want to do. You can do all that. And they expire after 1 year. So you have plenty of time. And it says right there on the screen, expiring April 30th. For example, on mine right now, 0. I have none expiring right now, but it'll tell you, and they will apply your oldest credits first. So it's an amazing new program. If you have any questions, let me know. She is big, Cindy. So free shipping, 75 or more. Here's my notes. I moved them because of the kitty. Earn those rewards. Oh, shop the last chance list. So don't forget, that's still a thing. All the stuff that's previously been retiring, plus all of the annual catalog and mini catalog and online exclusives that are currently retiring. Go to the last chance category in the online store, shop it. Many of these items are discounted. All of them are while supplies last, and that's it. Like, if you see something you like and you don't buy it, that's kind of your fault if it runs out. So no offense. That's what it is. This week, if you place an order with me, $35 or more is going to get you the class packet to make the 4 cards we're making today on the video. $75 or more through tomorrow gets you the free shipping, but the whole week, $75 or more, also is going to get you some free 6x6 designer paper from me. I'm going to send your kits out by May 2nd. Of course, limit one kit and one gift per person. And for this special, so April 21 through 27, get this class kit free. Hope that makes sense. Let me put this thing on the screen, and I think we're ready to, oh man, Cindy. The cool thing, so Cindy said, ordered yesterday, forgot, oops, wrong one. Ordered yesterday, let me go back, goodness. But forgot some things. Looked like another order today. So of course you can get free shipping again today. But even if you order less, the cool thing with the new rewards program is you don't have to place huge orders at one time to get rewarded, just $20 or more. So like Cindy said, she did an order yesterday. Oops, forgot some stuff. She can place another order today, and if it's over 20, she'll earn more rewards. In the past, we had to do at least 150 at a time to do that. And of course, you won't get the free shipping unless you do the 75, but you know that. Okay, so let me read. I think I talked about it all. Of course, y'all know it's always a great time to join Stampin' Up, join my team. Thank you for the like. I can't see who it was, but thank you, thank you. We're up to 13 likes. If you feel like you want to give a thumbs up over on YouTube, a like, a heart, a laughing face, any of those faces on Facebook, that will help me. And even just saying hi and commenting, you know, like say hi to me, to your friend, whoever, that does help. So thank you. Okay, this is the craft along. So I'm going to point the camera down. I've got just a couple of little show and tell things here. And then we're going to get started on making our cards. Rosa, good morning. Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera because it was good. So the kitty cat started using it as a petting post. There we go. Okay, show and tell. So I received a card in the mail, and I got an adorable gift from my friend Brenda at at the monthly classes this month. She brought gifts for pretty much everybody there. These little gifts right here, an adorable bunny rabbit with a candy inside. And now that I've shown y'all, I can finally eat the candy, because I wanted to eat it before, but I was like, I want to show this on my video also. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda had sent me a card last week that I showed on the video. And Terry, here's your card you sent me. Terry asked me at club if I received her Easter card, and I was like, yes, I did. Thank you very much. However, it was after my video last week, and I couldn't remember what it looked like, but it is gorgeous. Look at the coloring on these butterflies, and she has Wink of Stella. Ooh, yes. I was going to say, I don't know if you can see it, but you can. And for an Easter card. So beautiful. Thank you, Terry. We're just gorgeous. That's a really impressive card. Okay. So that, and then I just want to show my little in color bookmark. We sent this out to our club members this month, or put it in your packet if you're local. But anyway, a little in color bookmark. So sometimes we give little gifts to all club members, the subscription clubs. Not always, but sometimes. And this was one we gave this month. So there you go. And I think y'all have seen the new colors by now. Strawberry Slush, Secret Seed, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, and Cloud Cover. Yay. I've put mine, I took out the old colors in where I keep my ink pads and put the new ones in, but I haven't really started using them yet. Although I did, what did I do? I was going to use Secret C on the cards I designed yesterday for Stamp a Stack, but then I didn't, because I used a different designer paper after all. Okay, this is the craft along. Welcome if you're here crafting along. Thank you, Cindy. I know, right? She did a great job on that card. If you purchased this and you're here, welcome. Angelique is here. Cindy's here. Gail's here. I think Gail said she had to leave though. Chris was here. I think Chris is having to work. Linda's here. Melanie's here. Robin's here. And if anyone else is here, I missed your name. I apologize. V, good morning. Good morning. Anyway, but thank you guys for pre-purchasing this kit ahead of time so you can craft along with me or on replay, of course. And sometimes, yeah, exactly. Robin said I'm working. I will do mine later. Sometimes it's too stressful to do it actually during the video. What I would probably do is take my time and work on one while watching the live video and then finish them up later. But everybody's different. Okay, we're using the Happy Hibiscus Bundle. This is in our online store. It is these gorgeous, obviously, hibiscus flowers. I think they're tropical, right? Right. They are larger, much larger than shown on the front of the case here. You'll see when I start stamping these 3 outline flowers here. My little thing is slipping around. Are on one block. I mean, one stamp. And you'll see why, because you can die cut them all out at the same time and stuff. And then there's filler flowers to stamp the insides, and those are individual, which is great. So you can stamp each one in a different color. So you've got the hibiscus outline, which is a really bold outline. And I guess it's, I don't know, 3 different stages of the hibiscus probably. So this one's like full with the stamen thing coming out the center, like tall thing with little dots on top. There's a really small bud, I guess, with like 4 or 5 petals there. And then this one is like a top view of a medium-sized flower without the thing sticking out the center. Okay. Then again, when you stamp these to fill them in, it's very solid, but yet there are lines all throughout it where no color will be. So you'll see that when we stamp it. We're going to stamp it on white paper, so those would be white. Whatever color you stamp the paper, whatever color paper is, the paper color will show through. But it does totally fill it up so that you don't have to color them, or you can color them. We're going to do both today. Then we have 2 leaves, a smaller one and a larger one that are singles, and then 2 filler stamps for the leaves as well, same style. So you can either color them or stamp that in and be done. Then we have this little, I call it a hash mark image. It's just like a triangle shape of little lines going both directions, very hand drawn, like you took a sort of felt tip marker and drew some lines, and it just makes a background. And then our greetings. We have congratulations, you make me smile, and thanks for being so kind. Okay, that's the stamp set. It's in the online store. And then if you get the bundle, you get both of these. It's a hybrid embossing folder. So you get the Happy Hibiscus embossing folder, which is just gorgeous hibiscus flowers of all different sizes and shapes, and some little small 5-petal pointy petal flowers filling in the blank spots. And then the dies. There's 11 dies. So when you stamp that 3 flower image, you can die cut out all 3 at one time. This is the hybrid part. You can put this die inside the top of the folder where it says stamp it, where Stampin' Up is printed on it. And then put your paper in here and die cut that out. We'll be doing that today. And then you get all these dies. A nice circle die that has like lines, a line, I can't think of the right word, but lines, detail going all the way around it. Like, I don't know what the right word is, but tick marks going around that will be embossed in there. A label that I don't think yes, I did use it on our cards today, but it's a little less than an inch tall by about 2 3/4 long. There are these single flower dies. There's a smaller one and a medium one. They're 5-petal flowers. They're standalone. You get 2 large and 2 small, and it just cuts out these flowers right here. So it's a 5-petal flower, and it embosses or sort of cuts a little slit down each petal. Really, really nice looking. You get 4 of those, 2 of each size. The circle, 2 different standalone leaves. So one, I think, is more like, again, it does the veins, the leaf that goes with these flowers. And this other one, I don't know what kind of leaf that is, but it's different. Or maybe it does go with these flowers also. I don't really know. It doesn't look like the one in the stamp set, though. It's more shaped like a maple leaf, but not a maple leaf. Let's see if somebody's saying what it is. Oh, plumeria flowers. Ooh, V says, I love these little plumeria flowers. So there you go. And then, of course, you can die cut out the stamped leaves. So I think I pretty much said all those. I might as well leave these out because I'm going to be needing them. Okay, that's the bundle. The designer paper I'm going to use is this Unbounded Beauty, which is going to carry over into our new catalog. And I'm not going to do the whole thing where I say every design because I've shown this multiple times in the past. But it's florals. It's a lot of the new in colors that came out last year. Summer Splash, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, and then other colors. There's lots of pretty flowers. There's multicolor sheets and single color sheets. Lots of whitewashing, white sponging, whatever. And again, so sometimes, and then it's like watercolory backgrounds with lots of colors. Sometimes it's all one color, sometimes it's multicolors. It's really pretty. And there is, you know, in the current catalog, like a bundle and suite that goes with this, but you can make this paper work with lots of different designs, which is cool. So there's that. And I think I'm ready to get started with the card. First card. Where do I want to put this paper? I might need it if I made a mistake on cutting my own designer paper. Okay, in your packet, first of all, this goes even if you place an order with me and get this packet free later, it's going to look just like this. So in the very front is a piece of white that's loose. That's for these leaves. So that's what the loose paper is for. Don't get it mixed up with your other pieces. This example is just showing you that throughout, when you need to stamp these flowers, this is what size the paper is going to be inside the envelope. Okay, so this one's for the leaves. And there's a reason I didn't just stamp the leaves on this piece, even though they could fit, because almost all of these get embossed and the whole thing. You don't want to have to deal with it. Okay, so card number one. Card number one. Here's our packet. For card number one, this is how my classes come packed and organized. Whether we die cut for you or not, again, on this one, you need to own the bundle, so the flowers are not die cut, etc. But anyway, first we have our card base. It is 5.5 by 8.5 inches long. It is a half sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So you cut it in half, you fold it in half. I like to do that on the table, rest it against my thumbnail, match up the two corners, and then do the bending with my bone folder. Bone folder gives you less wrinkles on the inside. Yeah, I think I was going to say something else, but I don't know what. This card will be up and down portrait. I believe all 4 cards today, I guess I forget to say it, up and down portrait. I'm going to set that aside for now. Then, once you do that, though, it will fit into the medium invitation size envelope. So this is Stampin' Up's medium envelope sizes. Here's a white one. You see how it will fit into that. Really nice envelope. Really nice. My favorite that we carry like that is these clear ones, our clear envelopes, which you can fit your cards inside as well. And so there's our card base. Then you have a, I believe, 3 1/8 square of Summer Splash. So if you took the class, you have the measurements in your PDF I sent you yesterday. Tell me if I made a mistake, by the way. Oh, Stella says, get the bundle. So worth it. Yes, girl. That bundle is awesome. I agree. Or you can get the measurements emailed to you. Just sign up for my email newsletter and they'll be in the recipe cards that go out tomorrow. Okay. You're going to have a scrap of basic white and 3 scraps here of colored paper. We have Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop. The colors are not coming to my brain quickly today. So little scraps here. Those are for die cutting these flowers. And there are 4 dies. So you can run 2 of these through and then do 1 more of the plumeria. flower, which I need to write that down because y'all know I'm going to forget. Plumeria. Thank you to V. And then also with this piece of white from the dies, you're going to die cut the circle. So I'm going to use these pre-die cut flowers just because they're already, I had, I guess, cut a whole bunch when I was designing, and I don't want to waste them, but I do need to die cut my circle. Grab my die cut machine. Oh, I also, am I going to need leaves? Yes, I'm going to need leaves also. So let me stamp those and then die cut those at the same time. So I'm going to use Memento Black. Here's the inks you're going to need for these projects. Memento Black, Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, Pretty in Pink, and Peach Pie. And then you'll need blends as well, which I'll talk about when we use those. If you get the class packet free right now with your order, I will cut the ribbon you need. You will supply your own embellishment of your choice, but I'll cut the designer paper and ribbon for you, and it will be in the packet with your stuff. Okay, stamp. Got myself confused. I need 4 small leaves. I think I'm just going to stamp all these leaves right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how many you need for all the projects. Knock on wood, unless I made a mistake. And then 4 large ones. I'm only going to die cut out 4 small ones right now. Because some of these are actually going to get stamped on, but these are going to get colored in, if that makes sense. Stamp all you can go ahead and stamp all your leaves, and then die cut out what you need for per project if you choose, which that's what I would recommend, because some of them are going to get stamped, that detail inside. So I need 4 small. Unfortunately, they did only give us 1 of each leaf die, so that will get run through 4 times. Make room for the machine, grab the die. Stamp cut and emboss machine. Amazing die cut machine. Comes with everything you need to be able to die cut and emboss anything we carry. So it comes with other plates and stuff. I keep one of my cutting plates on the bottom here for die cutting on. By the way, you will need number 2, which is the thin die adapter underneath the cutting plate. Let me grab these readers. Hey, Hilda, good morning. Okay, figure out which direction. So lay your paper on the cutting plate, which won't be cut up like this when you buy the machine. It'll be beautiful, crystal clear, and you'll turn it into this real quick. But I keep my top one uncut. It just gets little like impressions in it from all the pressure, but it's not cut like that one. Make sure the circle is just within the line so you don't get a straight edge, and run it through. You can use a sticky note, or there's my leaf, and I'll do 3 more. You can use a sticky note, Post-it tape, which I have in my Amazon store. What else? Washi tape, anything like that to put across, right here across your die and paper if you need to, we're gonna put that, hold it down, like hold it in place while it goes through the machine. There is a reason I'm not coloring the leaves first before I die cut them. It's not the end of the world, but I like to color after when possible in case the die slips and I have to cut it again. I don't want to have done all that coloring work and then have to do it again. Now, I probably will stamp the ones. I think I did that upside down. See, That's why you don't color it first. What was I going to say? Still one of these. Oh, I'll probably stamp the middle part before I die cut those, the ones that get stamped. I think it might be easier to visually stamp that on a bigger piece of paper than a tiny one. By the way, Memento Black ink is water-based. Oh, and this is a pad I made myself. If you buy Memento Black ink, it comes in a different kind of pad, and you can press real firm on that one. But I made that pad myself out of a white empty ink pad and re-inker. If you want more info on that, let me know, because I've talked about it multiple times. But anyway, Memento is water-based, which is what the type of ink you want to use if you're going to color with alcohol-based markers, which is what I'm going to do. So these Stampin' Blends are alcohol-based, which are, for me, the easiest markers to color with ever. They literally blend, as the name says. So if you color it ugly, you just keep on coloring and it like smooths out. You get dark and light. This is Shamrock. I'm going to do the easiest version of using blends, which is start with the dark and add dark shadows where you want those. So I'm going to put them on the veins and then go back with the light color and color the whole thing, including the dark part, to blend it together. And it'll just give it a little detail. You can get super intricate and elaborate with your coloring with blends and do lots more shading than me. You can go back. I can add more dark now and more light, and you basically can't ruin your paper with these because it's alcohol. You do want to put the lid back on as soon as you're done because alcohol evaporates. But you get a super smooth ink application is what I love about it. Super smooth. It will bleed through to the other side. So unlike a water-based marker, which can leave like where, you went over this section twice. Now it's super dark up here and light everywhere else. But then when you try to even that out, it just gets darker because you keep layering color on top of color on top of color. It's a whole thing. And that's why I can't color good with those kind of markers. So alcohol markers are amazing. They're also permanent, like a Sharpie, so you can use them to color embellishments and ribbon and stuff. They also have a brush tip end. I just usually don't use it, and taped up so my people in my classes don't use them. Okay, so there's that. See if I can zoom in a little bit more. There we go. And then I'm going to deck it up with flowers. Stamp my greeting. This card says, thanks for, where is it? Thanks for being so kind. I'm going to stamp that in black. How much is the bundle, Eleanor? Good question. Let me look. And just in case anyone missed that, it's in the online store only. So that's probably why Eleanor's asking, because it's not found in a catalog. So you can just go to my online store and type hibiscus or Happy Hibiscus to bring it up. Eleanor, the bundle savings is $59.25. So with, the folder, dies, and stamp set, $59.25. And let me give you the item code if you want it, although I don't know if you need it, but just in case. You have to click on it to get that. Stampin' Up, you need to fix that. 164880. Where should I put it? 164880. There you go. All right. Okay, thanks for being so kind. I think it's just stamped in the center of this circle. I'm trying to look at my sample and see what I did. Fits perfectly because, of course, this circle comes with the set, so they made it that way. And now we don't have all our pieces to complete this card. You will need to cut your designer paper if you bought the craft along. However, I've already cut mine, and I will cut it for anyone who gets the class free because you're not getting a whole pack. This paper, the back one, is 4 by 5 1/4. It is this design here, so it's white background with little groupings of bouquets of flowers, basically, where you just see the tops, not the stems. The back is that pretty in pink with white flowers and leaves all over it and lots of distressing, but we're using the white side with the groupings of flowers. So 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to go on that card base right there. Then this summer splash paper, what's going to go on top of it is this pattern right here, which is summer splash, light and dark, lots of white, sort of sponging of white on top, and then some darker summer splash distressing. It's just a lot of summer splash on summer splash background paper. The back side, in case you're not sure which paper I used, is this. It's like a peach pie background with sort of, I forget exactly which color they call this in the pack. Oh, berry burst, like light berry burst stems with white flowers. I love that pattern, by the way. Didn't use it in these designs, but I love that one. However, we're going to use the back side, which is the summer splash. So it will have a super skinny border. You need to cut this to 3 inches by 3 inches. 3 by 3. 3 inches. Okay. So now that you cut your designer paper, we can start assembling this card. I'm going to grab my adhesive. Okay, stamp and seal. I'm going to put the 4 by 5 1/4 designer paper on the card base. This will have a normal like 1/8 inch border around the 3 sides. By the way, I'm working on a paper cutting guide. I had one years ago. I found it. I'm working on updating my paper cutting guide for everybody. But anyway, that's a normal where you cut your paper a 1/4 inch smaller than whatever you're putting it on, and it gives you an 1/8 inch border. This one is you cut it an 1/8 inch smaller, and it gives you a 1/16 inch border. But I'm going to have pictures of rulers and all kinds of stuff on this guide that I'm working on. Okay, so there's those. I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals to the back. They are found. Wow, I feel like I haven't done a video in 10 years. Like, where do I keep all my stuff? Okay, I use mini Stampin' Dimensionals. And you can use as many or few as you want, and you can use the big ones. I like the mini Stampin' Dimensionals, just personal preference. So I'm placing this square right in the center of this card on dimensionals. Supposedly right in the center. I mean, approximately, it's fine. My circle will go in the center of that flat. I'm just going to grab my silicone craft sheet for when I need it. Just put it there. That circle right in the center flat. These leaves, I'm not going to glue them yet, but they're going to be grouped in groups of 2 on, well, I'll just say it in a minute, but groupings of 2 approximately there. But first we need to put these flowers together with dimensionals. So we have the smaller plumeria and the bigger one. And I'm going to put a mini Stampin' Dimensional on the back of each one. These are the die cut flowers. There's no stamping involved. The size, when I said they're small and large, the small one is about 7/8 of an inch. I mean, the large one is 7/8, and the small is 5/8 inch. Okay, so I'm putting, of course, How do I do these? I'm offsetting the petals. The colors, the matching colors on top of each other. So peach on peach, pretty and pink on pretty and pink, and petunia. I need to write down the word petunia today. Petunia on petunia. Then I will add dimensionals on the back of those. How are we doing over here? Thank you, Rosa. Who has this bundle already? It's been out for a long time. I have had it for a long time and I haven't used it yet. Okay, so actually, I don't know. I put these leaves in a dumb spot. So these flowers are going to go up here to the top left of the circle and sort of make a little partial circle around the circle, right? So just angle them. Start out with your center one, which I put peach in the center. So peach will be to the top right corner of the circle. Yeah. And then literally, I need to write it down. Pop petunia on the right and petal pink on the left. Then I'm adding regular adhesive to the back of my leaves and tucking them under each outer flower here. So under the petunia and pink. And it just makes a little, I don't know what that's called, but a little thing surrounding the greeting on the top left. Super cute. Then we're going to, everybody got some, I forgot if you got a full roll, but everybody got some Shy Shamrock. I think you did get a full one. Bordered ribbon. This bordered ribbon is awesome, by the way. Every color it comes in is low inventory except Shy Shamrock right now. So if you love this ribbon, it comes in all the 5 in colors here that we're using today. If you love it, go ahead and order you some if you need it soon. Because it's low. It's coming back, but you know, it's low. Okay, so we're going to make a bunny ears bow, 2 bunny ears, lots of space in between, tail on one side, leave it attached to your roll on the other, lots of space in between, and keeping the ribbon flat is most important. Ribbon in each hand between forefinger and thumb. Forefinger and thumb are pointing at me so that I can work with this easily. I'm going to take the right bunny ear and cross it in front towards me in front of the left one. Then I'm going to push that bunny ear down into the rabbit hole. Again, I have not twisted and turned the ribbon. See how flat it is? And then just tie your bow and adjust it. I think we're doing a bow like this on every single card. It's just a regular bunny ears bow on every card, if I remember correctly. So I'll just instruct it on this first one. And then we'll take our glue dots. And the glue dots. Tie a ribbon around it. Pull it back until you only see one dot. You can press into that dot because of the way I pulled it back and sort of folded it over. And then this bow will go down in the bottom left of the circle to fill in that space. And then we used for this class, I have all my partial packs here. This is the best looking one, I guess. The in color resin dots, which are retiring. Get them while you can. They're while supplies last. And the colors are not retiring, but this embellishment is, and I love it. It's such a good embellishment. I don't know what color. Oh, I'm missing all the petunia pops. I have 0 petunia pops, which means I can't put one there. Let me make sure there's not one in here, but I know there's not. No. Well, anyway, you guys will put a petunia pop one there. I'm actually not going to put them on because I don't want to have a weird card. So you got your petunia pop, peach pie, and pretty in pink. The small one there, you get small and large in each color. The small one goes right in the center of that flower so well. It looks so good. I will probably, thank you, Alejandra. I'll probably put a rhinestone on this one since I'm out. I'm out. And they're retiring. They're like $6.40 or something. You should grab a whole bunch of those. They're so cute. Susie, good morning. Good seeing you. It's been a long time. Robin says a little swag of flowers. Perfect word there, Robin. Swag. Same as you. I bought the bundle when it first came out and haven't used it. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Linda. It's her favorite DSP. Love that, Linda. Rosa, thank you. Debbie, good morning. Good morning. Okay, so there's card number 1. There we go. Now let's move on to card number 2. Card number 2. We have, by the way, I am going in the order of the directions for those of you who took the class. A basic white card base. I really like how this card turned out, by the way. A basic white card base. I do have a bone folder somewhere. Do I? Yes. Color your... Oh, that's a good idea, Robin. Color my rhinestones. Oh, we also have those other in color gems that I don't know if they're retiring, but I can see if I have some of those. We have some in color gems that are like rhinestones, but the in colors. Let me see if they're retiring. Yeah, either way, Robin, but you just reminded me of those other ones. Are they called gems? No. Are they? Anyway, I shouldn't spend time on this, but let me check. I saw them recently. I think I was looking for what embellishment to use on a class. I'm not seeing them. Maybe they retired. I don't know. Or I just don't know the name. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Basic white card base folded in half like I did on the first one. Set that aside. The next layer is basic black. These cards look really good with a pop of black because you stamp the flowers in black. All the next 3 cards, we're going to use the big flowers. So black and then basic white, which we are going to emboss. So I will need to emboss that with this folder. Black and then white. The big scrap of white to stamp your 3 flower image on. A little scrap of white to die cut the long label from. A scrap of shy shamrock for leaves. We need 3 of these standalone leaves that, I don't know what you call these, but it's more like the leaf, I think, that goes with this flower. You need 3 of those. You should have way more paper than you need. It was just easier to give you this scrap from my stash than cut it down. Okay, so that's the pieces you need. In addition, you will cut a strip of designer paper. So on the back is like a peach pie distressed water looking thing. And on the other side is like peach pie, pretty in pink, summer splash, not peach pie, petunia pop, pretty in pink, summer splash, watercolory thing. That's the side we're using. This will be cut down to 1 inch by 5 1/4. 1 inch by 5 1/4. Okay, so lots of die cutting to do on this one. I'm gonna grab am I gonna grab this stamp? I think yes. So here's what it looks like. It's a photopolymer set, by the way. I forgot to say photopolymer. And all 3 flowers are connected together so that they stamp exactly where you need them for the die cutting. Now, also, to be honest, I made these cards. I designed these while I was at a retreat. And I could not, don't y'all love how this stamps in black when you make your own pad? I mean, Memento is fine also. It's just once it gets 3 years old, it's not as good. I haven't re-inked this since March 3rd. I should say 25 though. 25. I always get my years mixed up. Okay, so I'm going to color this. This is what I was saying. I don't remember if I finished. I can't remember if I colored before I embossed, but I think I must have colored first. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll try it. I didn't write down a note. Okay, so I'm going to color these flowers with Petunia Pop and Peach Pie Stampin' Blends. So I'm going to do that first and then die cut. So I think on Peach, I'm just going to use the dark and definitely the bullet point. And what I'm going to do is sort of outline this, I don't know what these are called, these little dots at the top of, I think, the stamen of the large flower. And then on the small flower, there are dots in the middle. There's some dots that make a circle around a small circle in the center. So I Googled hibiscus flowers and it looked to me like those needed to be yellow or whatever. So I'm doing those in peach, but the center will be the color of the flower. So dark peach for that. And then I've got my Petunia light and dark to color all these flowers. So again, I'm going to put dark where I want shadowing. Now you could stamp this instead, by the way, which we're going to do like on one of the next cards. But I'm coloring these. That was dark. Now I'm going to go with light. I meant to take this off the light. I'm going to allow myself to use the brush tip because this is a big flower. Always use, well, this is my opinion, always use the brush tip on its side, not down where you see the tip bending like this, because that's what frays it. Again, go over the light of the dark part. If you know how to do more advanced coloring, obviously do your technique, but if you're doing Jennifer's technique, do your dark and then make sure you go over that with the light as well, no matter how big or small. Of course, there's exceptions to every rule, but in general. And remember, you can go back and add more dark. If you're like, well, I don't really see the shading, go back and add more, blend it back out with the light if needed. When I say blend it back out, that means you don't want to see a harsh line. So if you see a harsh line, go over it with light to make it all blend together, but yet it's still darker on the one spot. Okay. And then the center of this medium one, I'm going to put a dark purple. And then again with the shadowing, this one has some leaves that are folded over in the image, so I'm going to make those dark. I don't have to be perfect with the dark because I'm going to go over the whole thing with light. And again, if you have super talent and skills, you can even leave some sections white if you want. I'm not good at that at all. Any questions? Hey, Callie, good morning. Shimmer gems are on discontinued list. Gone. So get the resin dots instead. Thank you, Alejandra. Shimmer gems are gone. Sold out. Thank you for researching that for me. Maybe that's what I don't know what I saw the other day, but anyway, it doesn't matter. They're gone. Get the resin dots. Maybe I should just buy some more because they're really good. And I don't know what else to say about coloring. You can mix, I will say you can mix any color, blends. Like I can mix this free petunia with fresh freesia, like other purples. I could also mix red and yellow to make like fire or sunset or orange, whatever, all the stuff. And they won't bleed into each other because it like rejects the alcohol somehow. I don't know, but it's like magic and it just works. So you can be more creative and artistic and mix the colors. Okay, the cool thing about this is all three cut out at one time, but we are going to die cut these with the embossing folder so that they will not only be die cut out, but then they'll have texture as well. We're going to see if they look like my other ones. Okay, so now this is going to go with the folder. I need to do two things with that. Put the die in there. Put the die right here. I don't forget. And then on die cutting, regular die cutting, I need to do these. Okay, so let me grab my stuff. Robin, really, resin dots are last chance and discounted. Exactly. Exactly, y'all. They're while supplies last. Cindy, after making a black ink pad like that, I don't even use the memento pad anymore. Exactly, Cindy. I still do, but only because I have classes. Like, I'm going to trim this down. Because, so when you make a memento pad like this, everybody, it now is one of these pads that you need to ink gently into. If you push all hard, you're going to get black ink on everything. It's going to go up and sink into the details of your stamp, you know, all up in here. It's going to get on your clear block and make a mess. So you have to be gentle. I'm going to cut out this white. Oh, y'all can't see it. The white label and one of the leaves. And I need 3 leaves total. So yeah, once you make that pad, you're going to love how it stamps. But the reason I don't put it out in my in-person classes is because of, you got to be gentle, and we're all used to the other memento, which you can take all your aggressions out on. By the way, I don't think I described on this label, it's just a long rectangle label, but on each end there are the little hash mark lines embossed into it. Straight lines even. Okay. You can run your die cut machine both directions. You do not, for 99% of the time, you do not need to run anything back and forth. Just one time cuts everything out. There it is. And there's all the details that get cut into this leaf when you cut it out as well. And the stem, of course. So you can run it both directions like I just did if you want to save yourself seconds of time. Precious seconds of time. You can do that. And sometimes they stick in there. You can sometimes drop it on your table and it'll pop out. If not, you can use a toothpick or take your pick tool. Okay. Oh, I still need the machine. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay, let's do the fun part, the die cutting first. So you put the lock the die in, super easy. Can't see. Lock the die in place. There is like a little indentation or whatever where it will fit. Then we need to hold this upside down like this. Just do your best and align your image. I shouldn't be doing all this without my machine ready to go. I'm really looking at the black outline of the flowers to try to really align it well. And then you close it and you keep everything real tight as you put it through your machines, which I didn't set up properly. Okay, so here's my machine. I'm going to remove everything except the bottom plate, so including that white thin one, which is number 2, I think. Yeah. This is number 1. We're going to leave number 1 on here. And it also comes with a number 4, which is gray. If you have an old die cut machine, you can have a blue one like this. We called it the blue plate. It's the same thickness. Okay, so we've got the number 1. We're going to put the folder on here with everything on it, and the folded end is going to go into the machine first. And then this is going to go on top, and everything's aligned. Make sure your folder's inside the thing, not sticking out. And then just run it through one time only, that one direction only, because you don't want to break your embossing folder. And then it will cut and emboss at the same time. I don't know if you can see it on TV, but the flower looks even more impressive now because it's got all this 3D texture. And all three at one time. Kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to remove all this and just use it like a normal embossing folder now. I kind of want the flowers to go, like looking at the direction of the flowers, I kind of want them to go this direction. So I'm putting my paper the way I want it, but I'm still going to put the folded end into the machine first. Sideways, you can crack this. This way, you can crack this. This way into the machine first. Knock on wood, I haven't cracked one yet. Have I had one cracked before by somebody doing them the other direction? Yes, I have. So that's your information there. And then you can just use it like a regular, gorgeous, beautiful embossing folder. Look how deep, detailed these beautiful hibiscus flowers and maybe some plumerias on the side. It gives you much more solid black. Yes, exactly, Cindy, the black pad. Okay. There was somebody asking what the difference was. It's very solid. Now, a brand new Memento pad will look the same. It's just over time, Memento doesn't re-ink as well. Over time, at first it's fine. For like months, it's fine. Probably for 2 years, it's fine. But then after time, which we've all, I mean, not we've all, but a lot of us have been doing this for years and years. Okay. I think we have all our pieces now. I'm going to stamp for this card. I'm going to stamp congratulations on the white label that we die cut out. Also, You Make Me Smile would fit on here. Mine's going to say congratulations. Memento black. Beautiful. It's a real pretty, somebody has some real nice handwriting font. Congratulations. Like cursive. Congratulations. Okay. So now put it together. We're going to put the the basic white that we just embossed onto the black. Again, I will email out the recipe cards tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. You can join my email newsletter list right now in the video description so that you will get emailed out the recipe cards as well. It's not instructions. Those are for the people who purchase those, or if you get this class free, you'll get the instructions. But it is measurements and a picture of the project and the supplies you used. Okay, so I attached the black or the white to the black and then that to my card base. Now I'm going to add the designer paper strip. It's a 1-inch strip over here on the left side, maybe about 1/4 of an inch or so of the white embossed piece is showing on the left. And then we have the strip of designer paper. Next is the flowers. I'm going to kind of lay this out so I can see where I want everything. So I'm going to create like a thing going from top left to bottom right. Small flower, medium flower, congratulations, large flower. Everything's going to overlap, as you can see. The flowers and the greeting will be on dimensionals, and then the leaves are going to get tucked. 2 leaves, that top right section, 1 leaf bottom left of congratulations. Basically that. So I'm going to pick up the small and medium flower, add some adhesive behind the medium flower and attach the small one to it, and then add dimensionals. Mini. How are we doing? Hey, Juanita. Ooh, I'm up to 18 likes. Feel free to give a like, a comment, etc. A thumbs up, a heart, anything. Feel free. Even if you're watching replay right now, you can do that. Still helps. Okay. So these 2 flowers are grouped touching each other now, and I added dimensionals. They're going to kind of go in the middle section, but top left. And I'll do the large flower, same thing, bottom right. I'm a mess today with picking up these dimensionals and the backs. Okay, congratulations. Actually, I'm going to do the leaves next. But congratulations is on dimensionals. However, only on the sides because the middle part is touching the flowers. So I added regular adhesive to the back of the leaves, and I'm just seeing where I want them and tucking them under flowers and greeting and stuff. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to do dimensionals on the left and right side of the greeting, and just put a little adhesive in the middle where it might touch something. Although there is a blank spot right here, I think sometimes in that case what you can do, I think I'll just stick a dimensional between these two flowers because of how I spaced them. And I know the greeting is going to go over that part, so that'll help pop up that greeting where it won't sink down in the middle. Okay, congratulations. So pretty. And then we'll make a bow. Make a bow. Thank you, Trade Fish. Love, she says, great movement across the card. Thank you very much. Okay, bunny ear bow again. I talked about it on the last card. Again, I do want to say thank you to everybody who pre-purchased this class. I appreciate everybody who buys any classes from me, always. Thank y'all very much. Okay, this bow is going to kind of go to the bottom left. This card's a totally different layout than my other one. Let me move this leaf down lower. What the heck? Okay, bottom left, and congratulations. I moved that leaf down further, closer to the big flower. Glue dots. Usually you can always be modifying things on your cards. Sometimes liquid glue is harder to move it after that has settled, so just be aware of that if you're using liquid. Okay, embellishments. We're going to use the Shy Shamrock Gems. These are the in color resin that we've been talking about that are while supplies last. They are discounted and they are being discontinued. Where's the ticker? So I'm going to use, is this Shy Shamrock? Hold on, that's not. You got to be careful and make sure you get Shamrock versus Summer Splash. Okay, I'm going to put a small and a large gem down here on the bottom left on the designer paper, and then two smalls and a large up here in the top right corner on the white paper. Hello. Oh my gosh. I always don't press these hard when I put them down so I can move them if I want. And they moved. I was going to press them down when I picked it up there, but anyway, that is card number 2. Card number 2 looks slightly different than my original. That's totally fine. I chose to put the bow a little lower. Doesn't matter. Put it wherever you want. Card number 2. All right. Do a little cleanup and then we're going to do card number 3. Card number 3. This one is a Petunia Pop card base. And it will be a Z fold. So we're just going to fold it in half like all the other cards. And then fold the front backwards in half all the way to the left. And just in case anybody forgot, you can get this class packet free. If you did not get it already, you can get it free with an online order. Right there. 35 or more gets it free this week only. 75 or more is free shipping today and tomorrow. Also, 75 through the end of the week gets you a free assortment of retired 6x6 designer paper. By the way, this piece of white here that's die cut, when I cut it, it just tore a little. And I was like, I don't want to waste that paper. I'll keep that one for my sample. It'll be fine. But you guys, I mean, I didn't see any of yours being torn. Anyway, okay. So basic white, Petunia Pop. I don't remember if I even said it, but you fold the front back in half all the way to the left with the bone folder. And this is the card. It's a Z fold. It's going to be super cute, but it's very easy to make. Then you'll have a piece of white to go on the inside of that, of course, like always, or like almost always. Then we have the big white here for our flowers, big white scrap to stamp the 3 flowers on. And then this is a pre-die cut label that you will use for the Z fold portion here on the front of the card. And actually, I'm going to turn them that way. That is these awesome dies called Textured Notes dies. And they are rectangles. I think they're temporarily not available, but they're coming back. But look at all these rectangles you get. They can nest. They have cool edges, like patterns that will get cut or embossed into them. Really good dies. So don't forget. Get those when they come back if you want them, if you don't have them yet. Okay, for stamping on this one, I need to stamp on my white label that's pre-die cut. I need the 3 flowers, and I need to stamp on the inside of the card. Okay. So I'll do these 3, and on the inside I will also be using the 3 flower image, but just a portion of it. This is the one where we're going to stamp the inside of the flowers instead of coloring it. We need leaves. We need stamped leaves. So for this one, we're going to need some stamped leaves also. We will need designer paper as well, but we'll get that later. Okay, but first, let me grab this piece here. So this piece of white is going to go inside the card base, and then there'll be a rectangle here. And I want something stamped in this bottom right-hand corner so that it shows when it's closed. So I wanted to do one of these flowers, and I did not want it weirdly, the grouping of 3, although it might look cute. I don't know. So just in case, I couldn't figure out how to do this one without doing the masking and all the stuff I didn't want to mess with. So long story short, I'm using the medium flower, because you can get the corner of that on the bottom right real easy. If I wanted top right, I could do the large one. But I use the medium one, bottom right corner. Let me grab my chamois, get off excess ink from my amazing glass mat studio. Okay, now leaves, remember I pre-stamped those. For this card, you need 2 large and 2 small. 2 large and 2 small. And we're going to stamp the inside in Shy Shamrock. So it's a solid leaf stamp with veins with no ink. Sorry, I have to move it where I can be more on top of it to see what I'm doing. What did I say? 2 large and 2 small. If you prefer, you can stamp the solid part first. But this one, to me, is pretty easy to align after. So, whatever you choose. Let me see what the last card is. The last one is also stamped. I think I'm missing a leaf. Oh, no. It's one. Yeah, I'm missing a small leaf, y'all. So that means your instructions are wrong. Wrong. You need one more small leaf. Right there where it says 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, put another small leaf right there. Black. So the next card has 2 large and 1 small. And I'm going to they are stamped, and I'm going to stamp them now to save time. I don't know if it's actually saving time, but I've already got everything out, if you know what I mean. Not the greatest stamping there, but we'll go with it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, now we're going to stamp the flowers. So again, there's 1 flower for each. 1 solid, 1 for each outline flower. Petunia top is what I'm using for the large flower. Tap, tap, tap on that ink pad. So see how it is those white details, just like that, because there's no ink on those lines. Then ignore if I have colors written on here that don't match. I was in too big of a rush to clean these off. Let's do the little one next. So pretty in pink for the small flower. And peach pie for the large. How are we doing? How are we doing? Thank you, Cindy. Oh, El Phoenix for lunch. Jealous. Very nice. So Cindy said she'll make her cards later because she's going to lunch. You have to figure out, let me figure it out on this one. The layout, there it is. It's very easy to see on this one. This is peach pie for the medium. So that is that section. I don't see any ink on there, but just in case. All right. Oh, and I'm going to stamp on this piece. I forgot. So on my rectangle that is pre-die cut for you from Basic White, I'm going to add the greeting and the little hash mark images on it. So my greeting is going to say, you make me smile. And I will place it down at the bottom center of the rectangle in Memento Black. And then these little hashy things. I'm going to check to see if I stamped them off. It looks like they're stamped off. However, the instructions did not say that. Let me correct it. Where are you? Where are you? Right there. I'm going to correct it real quick. So I just wanted to test it on the back of that to see what it looked like. On your scratch paper, ink this up in peach, stamp on the scratch paper and then stamp in the top right, top left, and bottom right corners, the little hash marks. You can add more if you want or not. And I did so stamp it on scratch paper first and then on here so it's not as dark. If you do stamp it full strength, it will look fine. But let me edit the document right now. That will update it for you. And peach pie ink stamped off. If you already printed it, I do apologize. I would recommend you make a note. Okay, it's been updated. Well, it's saving, but it's been updated. Okay, and there's what that looks like. Oh yeah, Melanie. And you're from Texas, so you know good Mexican food. Melanie said, I'm jealous of Cindy. No good Mexican food in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Okay, so we need 2 small. I might have put this wrong. Probably not. 2 small leaves and 2 large leaves. Others are for the next card. I'm going to die cut those out, and I'm going to die cut the flowers out and emboss them because why not? Like, of course. So, do the folder thing again. See, it went right in there that time. It's getting used to me. I'm going to grab my machine before I position that. Have to skip out and rewatch when you get back. Then there's time to copy. Yes. Linda. Yes. What time is it? Not even doing that bad. Okay, I took everything off the top of here. It's number 1 only. I've got my gray plate. This is how I would normally do it. I like to do everything on my machine directly. So I'm going to I'm going to position this just like I did before. Hold the dies, or the 1 die, in place while I position these flowers as good as I can. Close the folder. Put the folded end where it will go into the machine first. Gray on top. Everything's even approximately, and crank it through just 1 time. And now you have embossed and textured flowers that you didn't even have to color in. You just stamped. There's that one. And then I need to die cut the leaves, so I'm going to take this one away. Bring back my other 3. A number 2, and these 2 number 3s. And cut out these leaves. So I won't mess up like last time. All right. Eleanor, thank you. Corinne, thank you. Robin, thank you. Dana, thank you. Ooh, Melanie, yes. Yes, Melanie. I almost put that small leaf upside down again, but I fixed it. Y'all can't see, but if I move the camera, I might not ever get it right back in back in the correct spot. So that's why I'm not moving it. There's those 2. Do 2 more. Should I cut the leaves for the last card? Probably. Okay, real quick, I'm going to add on my instructions something. hold. I'm going to go to these instructions and type all caps, add one more small leaf below, colon. I'm going to put that in red and yellow. I mean, red font, yellow highlight. Okay. I don't like it when I make mistakes like that. Okay, so there is these two. I was a little close to the edge on my paper on that one, but I think it's fine. Let me get the camera back where I can see. I'm showing you a little close to the edge right there. Nicks it off. Okay, let me go ahead and cut these other ones out while I'm here, just so we don't. I will have to die cut out the flowers again on the last card, but we can skip the leaf part if I do it now. All right. I'm like over here trying to think of something to say. Does anybody here like to go to Walt Disney World in Florida? Because I do, and I am. I've been starting to do my research about what rides to ride and how to do the fast passes and all that. Hey, Tommy, good morning. Thank you. I'm getting very excited about Disney next month. I'm going to set these to the side. They're over there on my right when I can't find them in a minute. And one more large one. Let's see if there's anything else. Just the flowers on the last card that I'll need to die cut out. There's that one. That one came out good. Okay. Now let's move on. It's just assembly now. On this card, when you cut your designer paper, it's this petunia pop with the stripes going down, and it is 1 7/8. My ruler. I was going to give you a visual, but I don't see the ruler. Anyway, it's 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. 1 7/8. There it is. So it's 1/8 of an inch less than 2 inches. 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. Okay. And that's the only paper you'll need to cut for this one. Okay. If you want to stamp words or something else on the inside, I would recommend doing that before you glue this in. And then we can attach this white piece to the inside that has the little flower on the bottom right hand corner. Okay. Then I will attach the designer paper to the front left flap, little 1/8 inch border on that one. And then I think I will go ahead and attach this rectangle and then add the flowers to it. So the rectangle says, "You make me smile." I'm going to attach it to the front left flap only with Stampin' Dimensionals on the back left side. So I like to turn it upside down, top to bottom, center it, and then I can easily just have a visual of where to place my adhesive or Stampin' Dimensionals, whatever I'm using, on the front left half. Back left half only. Once you've got those in place, you don't need that placement guide anymore. I always just use 5, but you might want to use more if you are somebody else. Not going to name names, but I know who it is. I know one of the persons it is. Okay, so just center that. So that's the Z-fold aspect. It opens like that. This helps cover up whatever you write or stamp on the inside. And then this is What I did with this is made a grouping of flowers up here toward the top. So we've got the medium one will be flat, and these other two large and small will be popped up on dimensionals, but flat one on the right, and then to the left of that the large one, and then at the bottom center of the two is the pink small one. That those two will be popped up. That's pretty much about where I want them. I'm going to have a small and large leaf grouping at the top. Yep, right about there. So this is about where I want them. So I'm going to first attach this medium, I bumped it, medium flower flat. It can also, yes, it can hang off the right edge, but I shouldn't have put adhesive right there, but it's fine. This one can hang off the left edge. I will add dimensionals and pop up this large one for mini dimensionals. It's good. And then I'll put a little adhesive at the top of this pink one and maybe a couple of dimensionals bottom right corner for the part that hangs down. There's that one. So a cute little grouping. And then just add adhesive to the back of my leaves. Dropped it. Tuck the two small and large leaf up under the flowers at the top. And do the same thing down on more bottom left. This is the one I kind of messed up, but I think my ribbon is going to cover it up anyway, so that's great. So there's that. Very tropical. And yeah, all I need is a bow. Just going to glue this little broken thing down. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if I can do that the way I want to. It's fine. Okay, another bunny ears bow. Shy Shamrock bordered ribbon. Did I already say this? I'm very hungry today. I don't know why. Shouldn't really be. This bow is going to go down here on the bottom right of the flowers to fill in this big blank space here. And then I'm going to use peach pie resin dots while supplies last on those dots. And I will use 3, 1 large and 2 small. Hello? Down here on the free floating label in the little white section above the word smile. And that is card number 3. Card number 3. More is better when it comes to dimensionals. She said nothing wrong with that. This is the suspect I was speaking of. Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much. Shirley, late, but good morning. Good morning. Dana, I love Disney World. You probably won't go to Toy Story Land, but Slinky Ride was so fun. I've never ridden Slinky Dog or whatever that's called. Yes, Dana, I've never ridden that because it looks like a kid ride, but like you're saying it's fun, so maybe I should. Okay, there's card number 3. We still have one card to go. One more card. Card number 4. Card number 4. This one has a basic white card base. Basic white. Thank you, Dana. You can't see the tear. Good. I did tuck it in there really good, actually, and it like stuck. As long as whoever gets that card doesn't mess with it. It kind of stuck back down in the little groove. Well, it gets blurry when I put it too close. But, oh wait, that's probably the not broken one. Right there. It's stuck back down in the groove. Looks fine. Like you said, it's fine. Okay, normal card base here, so just fold it in half. Basic white. Then again, we have black for that nice pop of black. Wait, did I cut this designer paper? I don't see it. There's the black. Hold on. I didn't fold my card base good. Or I didn't cut it good. One or the other. Not sure. That is better. Okay, black layer next. And then, yeah, I think I did cut that piece though. Where is it? Hold on. I'm going to make sure something didn't slip under my cutting mat. I mean, my glass mat. I don't think it did though. I remember cutting it though. I might have put it back away. Okay, so I appear to be missing the big piece of designer paper that goes on the back. I cut these last night, and I remember specifically cutting that one because it's the back side of this design. Whatever, it's fine, but okay, excuse me, let me grab my scraps here. Because when I was showing y'all this paper, that was one pack I have. I have a lot of this paper. Oh my goodness, I have a lot. Okay, so those dark purple flowers. Dark purple right here. Okay, I had this piece too, and I didn't cut it from there on purpose. Let me see if I left it over here where I cut paper. Probably not though. Anyway, this piece is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Just cut it because I don't see it laying over here. But I guarantee y'all I'm going to find that paper later. Okay, so you're going to cut your designer paper to 4 inches by 5 1/4. This sheet is like peach pie, pretty in pink, white, and maybe a little petunia, all distressing watercolory stuff. The back is petunia pop is the main color. There's light and dark. There's outline flowers. They're filled in with like a super light petunia pop and a little bit of white on there and lots of distressing and stuff. So that's the back side. So we have the 4 by 5 1/4 piece. And then we have a skinnier strip of the back side, the petunia pop flowers, to go down the middle. And it is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. So 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. And then you'll have a piece of black to mat that onto. Right there. That's going to go down the center of this card. Then you will have a pre-die cut basic white circle. This is the largest circle in the Spotlight on Nature dies. This is almost 4 inches. It's like 3 7/8 inches. A really large basic white circle. That circle, or those dies, I should say, is all circles. It's called Spotlight on Nature, but it's just circles. Some of them have decorative edges. This one has like these edges on this one actually match really well with the edges on the label there and the other circle from Happy Hibiscus, but it's a different set of dies. Okay, so we have that circle. And then, of course, you have your white scrap to stamp the flowers on. So we are going to stamp on, and remember I already stamped and cut out the leaves we need for this one, 2 large and 1 small. I'm going to stamp the flowers in black, and then the greeting. This one's going to say, "You make me smile," and I'm stamping that at the bottom toward the right of the circle in Memento Black. Grab these flowers. We're not going to use the small flower on this one. I would ink them all up equally, but we're not going to use that small one. So I'm only going to color in the other 2 flowers. I am going to use my blends. One will be Petunia Pop, and one will be Pretty in Pink. And then I need the Peach Dark for the centers, just like I did on the other one. So I'm going to do less explaining here just to save time. But on the first one I colored in, I explained how I did this flower sort of centers in dark peach pie. And I'm doing that same exact thing here. And then the large flower is going to be Pretty in Pink. So I'll start with my dark. Pretty in Pink is a color that we used to sell a while back, and then they brought it back with this year's last year's new in colors. I'm doing dark Pretty in Pink first, which I'm really glad because we need more pinks. So thank you, Stampin' Up. I'm going to untape the brush tip again. Hello. Oh, and if you're just coming on, I gave so many tips about coloring with blends on the previous 2 cards where I colored with blends. So just to save time, I won't say all that again, but good tips. So you might want to listen if you don't know about them already. But as a reminder, use the brush tip laying flat like this so you don't damage the physical brush. And then the other flower is, I said that already, Petunia Pop. Yeah, it's going to be Petunia Pop. Is anyone on the craft along keeping up? Or even attempting to keep up? Out of curiosity. Okay, there's that one. Make sure you hear that little snap when you put the lids back on. You got to hear that, or else it might dry out. Although I did find a blend one time. I went and got it off my shelf, and the lid was not snapped on, and I don't know when the last time I had used that was, and I was like, oh no, this is bad. And it worked fine, so maybe it had enough of an air blockage, but I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying I was very surprised. So dark Petunia, and then the light. And then I'm going to die cut this out with the embossing folder. In case this isn't clear, though, you don't have to use the embossing folder. You can just run it through the normal die cutting like this. So it can be used 2 ways. And of course, you already saw that the folder can be used with or without the die cutting. And none of the other dies fit in the folder, so don't try that. They're not made for it. Like, it's etched out specifically in that one section to do that. Okay, we're going to die cut it out with the folder, and we'll put it together, and then we'll have lunch. Okay. Machine number 1. Grab my top plate. I'm going to put it over here. Okay. Let's see. Nope, just watching for now. Melanie, not putting yours together. Got it. Oh yeah, Melanie, you need the big one to do this folder, definitely. The big die cut machine. What is going on outside? But I hear a lot of voices. Just repeating what I did on the other two cards, of course. I'm always scared the paper's going to slip when I close it and put this on top of it, and I can't see it anymore in these hybrid folders. Knock on wood, it usually does not, but I'm always scared that's going to happen. So you can keep this. You could have colored your pink, this small flower, of course, but you can keep that cute little black and white flower for something else. And then see that shadowing that the blends create? I am so not artistic and not talented in coloring. And first of all, the coloring did that shading, but then the embossing just takes it to the next level. Yes, Melanie. Woohoo. Susan, good morning. I just saw your thing that you're late. No problem. Okay, so, and then here's the purple one, of course. All right. So yeah, as a reminder, this is called Happy Hibiscus. It's over in the online store. Okay, so let me attach my designer paper. I really want to look at my camera, but I can't on this phone. See what all these voices are. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm going to go look out my window real quick. Oh. Okay, that was just UPS. Okay, designer paper on the black, super skinny border. Attach this to my card base. Pop a black. It would have been really nice if we die cut something out of that black piece so we don't have so much wasted paper back there, but it's okay. It's okay. Now, attach the Petunia Pop designer paper to this black strip, so it will be the same height as the designer paper is the same height as the black paper. I'm not aligning it very well. So no border at the top or bottom. Just on the two sides. By the way, I didn't say it, but the silicone sheet is just to keep any excess adhesive that goes off your paper from your work surface. And then when you attach this to the center of the card, it also should approximately align with the top and bottom of the designer paper. No, nobody's perfect. It's fine, but approximately top and bottom of the designer paper. And then we'll add the circle with Stampin' Dimensionals. Now, I don't even want to know how many dimensionals Alejandra would put on here, but I'm going to do about 6. That sounds good, right? And this will go maybe a little toward the top, but centered left to right. It's a giant circle, so you kind of have to center it left to right. We're going to pop up both flowers, pink on top, purple on bottom, and then tuck the leaves underneath them, large and small top, large on bottom. Let me go ahead. I think I'll add dimensionals to this pink one first and place it on. First. And then this purple one's going to overlap the pink one a little bit. So let me add some adhesive where that will happen. And Stampin' Dimensionals below or around, whatever word you want to use for that. Not on this part. How we doing? I think she has stock. Exactly, Shirley. It's like she invented Stampin' Dimensionals. Just kidding. Yeah, if you could buy stock in Stampin' Dimensionals, Alejandra would own it. Look, that S kind of perfectly fit right there. I did not do that on my first card, but the first one's actually aligned differently. But the petal kind of curves up right there where that S is. So you could do that on purpose if you want. And then just like the other cards, the leaves will be flat. And I'm just adding some adhesive. I'm going to put 2 up here in the little corner where the 2 flowers meet, a small and large at the top, and then a large at the bottom. I'm just going to position it where it's good for this card. So it's a little different than my other one. That's fine. And then on this one, the bow will just be, what's my ribbon for a second? Over here to the side of the white circle, left side. And then, so like right over here to the left of the words and everything on the bottom left. And then I'm going to use Petunia Pop resin dots. Just a couple of those. Oh, I think I don't have Petunia Pop. I have none. But Petunia Pop right down here. Resin dots below the word smile, 1 large and 1 small. So of course, if you took this class, you got the resin dots included, but if you want those, you got to buy them while supplies last. Like, get them quick. Obviously, you can see on this card, my bow is different. It's like a lot bigger and sort of a different direction. You can do your cards however you want. See how the flowers are positioned a little differently on this right card as well. Same difference. It's fine. Even without a bow, Shirley said it looks fine. So thank you very much. Good point. Corinne, thank you. All right, so I'll put the one out with the themes, the embellishments. Here are the 4 cards we made today. I'll put the best ones out. As a reminder, first of all, thank you to everyone who took this class. And then if you didn't, as a reminder, this is also a class you can get right now with an online order. I got the info down there at the bottom. It's just, the good thing is also now no more host codes. You just place an online order with the demonstrator offering the special. So in this case, me, Jennifer Cotton. And if it's within the time frame and whatever our rules are, you will earn the incentive. And then you will get rewards for your order put into your bank account with Stampin' Up to spend later. So anyway, $35 or more gets you this class packet. I will cut your designer paper. You will need to own the bundle to die cut the pieces yourself that are from the bundle. This one will be die cut for you, for example, and the circle, but nothing else. You'll get the PDF tutorial. You'll get the ribbon, cut up 4 pieces of ribbon to make 4 bows. And I'll mail that to you in May. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you, Melanie. Color the antique pearls. Antique pearls. That's a good one. There's literally randomly an antique pearl laying over here on my table. Now I don't see it, but right here. This is what Corinne is saying, to color these antique pearls. That's perfect. This one fell off of something. It's a long story, but it's been floating around this room for a while because I'm going to use it. But anyway, yeah, color antique pearls for me to, well, they're not missing here, but for my missing embellishments, definitely. Anyway, if y'all have any questions, let me know. You can get this class free. Just order by Sunday. 35 or more gets you the class. 75 or more by tomorrow gets you free shipping. And 75 or more during my special here gets you 48 sheets of retired 6x6 designer paper as well. So if you have any questions on anything I talked about today, let me know. Thanks to everyone again who bought the class. Thanks to everyone who's watching this video, because that alone, like you just watching the video, is very helpful to me. So thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, anything, subscribing. It all is helpful, and just those little interactions. Seal, thank you so much, and thanks for buying the class also, Seal. Hope you're enjoying your kit, or you will when you get to make it. Thanks, Corinne. And I will see y'all. I should be back next Thursday. I don't have my calendar in front of me, but I think next Thursday will be normal, 9 a.m. Central. So have a great day. Bye.